this sharp pain in my chest. So then that
Mm.
made me kind of slow down again. And then I picked it back up around the age of, I want to say like 21. And then I just wouldn't stop smoking at all. But I think the real like ending point for me was when I got CHS. And so it's like cannabinoid something
Hyperemesis.
syndrome.
Yeah, if you can explain that more in detail, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
So like last year I was smoking so much. I think I was smoking maybe at least like $100 worth of pot every 48 hours. And I don't know, one day I woke up and I was feeling so sick. Like I couldn't eat anything. I was puking out what I was eating. And I was trying to drink water because I couldn't eat like any more food. And I was puking that out. And I was like, man, what is wrong with me? I need to go to the emergency room. So I went to the doctor and I got tested. And I also got checked for COVID, all this stuff. And they're like, no, you're fine. And I'm like,
Hmm.
what? I was like, you know what? Maybe I just ate something bad. So I went back home. I tried to eat food. Everything was fine because I just came from the hospital. So I wasn't like smoking or anything. But when I re smoked, it happened again. But it went on for like days, me feeling sick. And then I was getting these random fevers. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is really weird. And I would get these chills. I don't know if they were fevers, but I would get these really bad chills. So the only thing that could help was me getting in the shower. And I would be in there for like 4 hours, 5 hours, just laying in the tub. And so something kind of told me, wait, let me see what happens if I smoke weed again. And this is after 4 hours of not touching weed and I feel better. Da da da. I managed to have like eat some chips and some water. Everything's fine. I'm like, let me hit this joint. Boom, again. So I
Mm.
went through that for about 2 weeks. Then I got okay. Somehow like it regulated on its own. And then when I moved out to the valley, this is while I was working at Swarovski. I I was stressed out and I was smoking and it happened again.
Mm.
And I'm like, what the heck is this? And that would go, I mean, talking about days like with those chills, days with chills. I mean, it was bad to the point where I had to send pictures to my boss of like all my everywhere I've puked at.
Oh, fuck.
And all the puddles of water and towels that I had laid out because I just could not like stand anymore. It was terrible.
So you had to like lay down or like
I had
sleep
to
on the ground or something or
I
what?
either had to lay down in the tub or I had to lay down on the floor, but I had to like I couldn't stand up anymore. Like I just couldn't stand up anymore. Like it was bad.
Man,
It
that
was
is
bad.
nuts. So I've never had CHS. However, I have known people that do. Like a person I sponsored had it pretty bad, and then my cousin. We were at a wedding this summer, or this last summer, and she was saying she had the CHS, and she was in the hospital for like a couple weeks. Like it's no joke. I'm still not entirely sure what it is. So, guys, anyone watching, comment down below if you've been through it or if you know what it is and stuff, and kind of like all
So
the
it's like you
scientific
have
details
the,
about it. I
so
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
the natural
Cannabinoids. Yeah.
cannabinoids. I don't know how to pronounce
Good.
it.
Good. Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah, well, like we already produce it, so when we're smoking too much, it actually like kind of compounds on top of each other, and um we're not able to what's it called? We can't like register it out of our take it out of our system through our kidneys. We can't flush it out. So I think what basically happens is just compounds and compounds and compounds, and then it becomes a problem. It makes us sick because we're supposed to naturally be able to expel it. But
Uh,
if you're adding more of the cab, but you know what I mean, on top of it, it just kind of keeps you backed up. So you start getting sick, and it messes with your nervous system.
oh, interesting. Okay, we'll have to clip that. That's a good definition there.
I could be
So
wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
It sounds accurate to me. I didn't even know we produced our own cannabinoids. So is it
Cannabinoids.
so you're saying we're kind of always high then, in a sense, like we're just
Yeah.
oh okay, nice. That's cool. So I guess we'll move forward from that. So you started to realize it was bad. You were getting CHS a few times.
Mhm.
When did you finally have that last straw, that breaking point where you're like, I am done with this. I'm sick of weed. I'm sick of being sick from weed. It's time to start anew and create something new